I'm in salad and I saw Black Widow. It is directed by Kate Shortland and it stars Scarlett Johansson, Florence Pugh, and also David Harbour. This was an interesting watch. I heard not a lot of people saw this movie, and it's better to just talk about it. Let me just jump right into it. So the movie starts. You get to see this group of four, this family of four. And guess who it is? Natasha's there. You also got a younger sister and her parents. However, she's like all happy and whatnot, but she has to leave. Something's happening. Why are they leaving? I don't quite understand. The dad has a thing. He's giving it to some guys, and the women, the children are sent away. They're all screaming, crying, having a fit. They're sad. Natasha's especially a big fighter. It's even commented on in the movie that, hey, Natasha, ooh, she's a fighter. Man, how great is that for her character? And then it jumps to 21 years later. And pretty much immediately I'm like kind of jarred. Because it's like, okay, I thought I was going to see like an origin story. Like we see her when she's young. I kind of wanted to see her do all of her kicky stuff. I almost lost balance. Kicky stuff. And like all of that jazz. Kind of like a Batman film. That would have been pretty interesting. But this is Marvel, so I digress. Anyway, so we see her 21 years later. She's an adult woman. And she's on the run because she's not good with the Sokovia Accord. She did bad, okay? She did real bad. And what I mean, now she has to be on the run, and she's also like, I'm in no danger here because the guy that trained me is dead. But she's still in the running. She's on the run. She gets a trailer in Norway. Norway is beautiful, by the way. I really want to go to Norway someday. But she gets the trailer. There's no gas in the trailer, so she has to go pick up some gas. And on the way, she's like, she gets hit by a car. And this car has this person, a masked person, and then Natasha has to fight off this person, and it's crazy, right? Because it's like, oh, she's not going after you, she's going after these vials. Well, what are these vials? Well, turns out, her quote-unquote sister, so yeah, sister, because they're practically sisters, and she gave her the vials. She mailed her the vials. She's like, oh, I was actually cured from this thing that's controlling my brain. There's an antidote. Crazy. And she doesn't like realize this until she's killed a Black Widow already. That gave her the antidote, but she's free, and she's like, I want to help free the other Black Widows. And it's like, okay, cool. And so they're on this mission, right? They have to find where the Red Room is. Man, there's a lot of Red Room in a lot of media. Or am I thinking of Red Rum? I'm thinking of Red Rum. Never mind. So they're trying to find all this information to find the Red Room so they could stop this guy that isn't dead after all. And the sister is there to prove it. Like, hey, actually, the guy, he's still alive and well, and he's better, stronger than ever. Why don't you have a gander there and look and see what's going on? And so she's like, okay, well, I believe you. And I need some help. So she goes to prison. And by prison, I mean she goes in a helicopter and she saves this guy that was pretending to be her dad back in Ohio. And the guy's got fat and he has his old suit and he's also just like super into Captain America for whatever reason. Captain Marvel's not important. Captain America, because he was defeated by Captain America, and now he's just like super big brain lasered in, right? Like in Captain America, probably doesn't even know about this guy wanting to kill him. Probably forgot about him. I mean, or he just has too many things to think about. He's thinking about bigger things, you know, than there's just one guy trying to stop him who's in prison. Who's in a prison, by the way, in the middle of, like, this ice place where it could easily avalanche. And there's, like, an underground bunker. What happens when it avalanches and they're entirely covered with snow, and then they have to, like, live? That would suck. I mean, you also got the guards, and they have families too. I mean, I guess people wouldn't care about the prisoners, because the prisoners are, you know, criminals. People generally don't care about criminals. But anyway, they get the guy pretty safe. They pretty close call with the helicopter and the guy, and Natasha's grabbing him by the arm, and he reaches up, and then she carries him with one arm very fast up to the helicopter. Well, she's holding on, so, like, she must have, like, super strong muscles, right? Like, I want those muscles. Bam, bam, give me them guns, Natasha. Give them to me. Oh, wait, too bad, you're dead. But not in this movie. So, well, I guess they actually go to this. They're trying to find the mom, and they need the mom's help. So they go to the mom, and the mom's like, yeah, y'all are, yo, I want to be a family, big old family. And this is revealed that this family that's going on isn't a family at all. It turns out Natasha was found in the dumpster. After that, she was trained, but, like, sent on missions, and they were set up to have some information on S.H.I.E.L.D., which eventually Natasha works for. What? Crazy how that happened. Anyway, so now he's, like, helping them. And they get stuck in this prison. They get caught, but they escape. And the prison being the bad guy that Natasha wanted to kill the first time, but didn't. You know, that guy. Turns out, the Natasha is actually not Natasha. They have a face changer. And also, the mom chick is no longer that. It's Natasha. So Natasha then escapes. She leaves. And now her mission is to retrieve the vials and send all those vials to the Black Widows, so all the Black Widows are healed of their brain neurotic, whatever it's called. They specifically the vials, or at least, like, it was introduced in previous movies, but this vial kind of messes with the wiring and the circuitry in the whole brain area. So that's what we're dealing with here. So they're now escaping. They go on a plane. They're in this big old plane chase scene, like big pow pow, boom 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 boom. They have to escape the plane. And while escaping the plane, Natasha's like, here's a parachute, and then she goes to attack the guy that she was supposed to kill in the first place. And then she does that. But she also helps the masked person, which turns out to be the mom or someone. I wasn't quite clear on that, but anyway, she's helped by the vial. She's been not controlled by her brain, but, like, she's also part robot, which is cool. I mean, honestly, that I'm curious as to what life is like as someone who's part robot. A cyborg! That's what the name's called, a cyborg. Anyway, she's a cyborg. Anyway, so then the sister chick is off to go to other Black Widows and help them along the way. And that was the end of the movie. And I gotta say, that movie was okay. I mean, the parts that I did like the choreography. I liked the costumes. The costumes were pretty cool. Although I did find them like not terribly like memorable, but they were cool looking. I gotta give them that. The colors were quite muted for a Marvel film. This was like a spy movie, and I felt like there are other better spy movies out there. I feel like this movie doesn't really do much justice to the Black Widow character. She's definitely a heavy hitter, heavy lead in this. But it's like, I wanted to know more about how she trained. Like, how was her life growing up? Not how was she after she's on the run from the Sokovia Accords and has to deal with her past. Like, I want a true prequel when it comes to Black Widow. Because I want to know how someone can become that skilled. Like, what type of willpower does it take? It must be because of the loss of your mother or something. I don't know. It's always intrigued me. Anyway, this movie is quite interesting. I feel like very, very female-led movies with a lot of kinkiness, then you like this movie. The plot was okay. I didn't really care for the plot. I felt like it wasn't even a good in-betweener, because this movie is set at the beginning of Phase 4 of the MCU. However, this movie takes place in 2016, and the snapping hasn't even happened. Natasha's already dead in the movie. Why are you doing this now? I mean, I know why, because it's been pushed back. This movie's been pushed back a lot, but I don't like the movie as it is now as much as the other Marvel movies. I can't say I don't like this movie. It's a fun thing to watch. It's a fun thing to have in the background, but that's like a disservice to the Black Widow character. So I gotta give this movie a 6.5 out of 10. And if you like that content, I have more content on our Patreon. Patreon.com/ASEPresents for $3 a month, not a day per post or whatever, $3 a month for some daily vlogs, and including some extended mint salad saws, and for $20 a month, you can request a movie review. So go check out my Patreon, patreon.com/ASEPresents. Until next time, I'm Mint Salad Saw. I'll see y'all later, my salad croutons and bacon bits.